Hello! Welcome to the channel. You just heard me playing through this Sessionette 75, I think it's called. Sessionette 75 2x12 amp. I'll give you some spec on that in a minute, but could this be the amp to replace my valve amps? Okay, so this is what the interweb has to say about it. It's loud enough for bigger gigs. I think it's 75 watts. Fat classic American tone, channel switching, Celestion speakers, smaller than a Fender Blues Junior, weighing only 16 kilos. I think it's still quite heavy by today's standards, but not bad for the day. Retro tone offers a credible alternative to the outright rock amps and expensive retro vintage amps around in a modern, portable and reliable format. Retro tone offers a credible alternative to the outright rock amps of the time. Blah, 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 blah. This is from the 80s, so this is 81 to 1988 Sessionettes. And you can get a 1x12 version too. But what's amazing about it is it's not a valve amp, and it doesn't sound like a valve amp. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't feel like a valve amp. It doesn't respond like a valve amp. But it has a sound all of its own, which is quite tasty, and something I could definitely work with. So as I have another 2x12 here, I have a Fender Bassbreaker all valve 2x12. Probably would be interesting to compare the two. So you've got like this retro kind of 80s solid state 2x12, which was famous for being valve-like, even though it's not, and we'll compare it with an actual valve amp and see what it's like. Now, because my Bassbreaker doesn't have a gain channel on it as such, I'm just going to compare the cleans and then push the pedals through so you can get an idea what the different sound is like. So this is just going to be the clean on the Session and the clean on the tube amp, and then with the pedals. So this is the Session first. Just get myself set up here. Now I'm going to push the pedals through it. I'm going to push Tube Screamer through it. Right, so this is the Fender Bassbreaker. Where are you? There you are. On clean. Now with a bit of dirt. This is my Tube Screamer. And there it is. As you can see from the size of my other amps, it's quite small. It's solid state, no valves whatsoever, but has a killer tone. I just played it then through my gigging pedal board, so that's how I would have it set, and mic'd up there with my studio mic. I was using this one on the clean setting. Everything at 12 o'clock with my gigging pedal board going through it, to give you an idea. It does have its own built-in distortion as well, so let's give that a go and see what that's like. Yeah, very nice, very smooth, very creamy, very a little bit fuzz boxy, but definitely solid state sounding, but a very, very good solid state sounding, I would say. There is a definite difference between each amp, and there's going to be, because one is one make, one's a different make, one's modern, one's not, and one is valve and one is solid state. They're both 2x12s, and they've both got 2 channels. The difference is the Session has its own built-in distortion and reverb. I didn't try the reverb because the Bassbreaker does not have reverb. It's just 2 channels, 2 different sounding channels. To me, the valve sound is still what works for me better. I think it just has the harmonics that I'm looking for, and it feels nice to play to and play with, accepts the pedals really well, and all of that. But the Session is actually a really good amp in its own way. It has a sound all of its own. It's very retro sounding, a little bit boxy, but it does have a small cabinet compared to the other amps that I have. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. I think you can pick these up pretty reasonably priced as well. This one is actually for sale. It's not mine, it's a friend of mine. I'm actually tempted to have it myself, but we'll see what the wife says about that. So, if you like these kind of videos, then please do like, comment and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my other videos. There's lots of content on my channel. And if you want to become a patron and donate just because you love it, then please do. Or there are some goodies on there too. It's growing all the time. So, peace. Until next time.